everybody, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make my own original design, the Axolotl bracelet. And Axolotl is actually a kind of amphibian, and it's hard to describe because it's a really rare animal and it's endangered. So anyway, that's what the name of this bracelet is. This is what it looks like on the signature side or front side, and this is the back side. So the back side is a little less, I guess, visible. Like this inner part is less visible than the front part. This is just one of the renditions I've made. I also have a blinged version, and this is what it looks like. So I just put bling on the side, sorry. And this is, I'm pretty sure, 3 full looms, and this is the back side. And this is only 2 full looms. And 2 full looms actually wouldn't fit around my wrist. It only goes to here. So if you are going to make this bracelet without an extension, you're going to want either 4 looms or 12 bar pins so that you can set up your loom to be 3 loom lengths long. Today I'm only showing you 1, but I will be doing 3, or I have a 3. So anyway, if you're interested in doing a full wrap, you will need 3 unless you have a really small wrist. So anyway, today you're going to need 4 pin bars aligned like this, with 2 aligned here and then 1 up to the outside. You're also going to need a hook, a C-clip, and some bands. Today I'm going to be using 3 colors just like I did in both of these bracelets. For the outer part, which is neon yellow in this bracelet, I will be using teal. Then for the dark green in here, I will be using mother of pearl. And then for the center part, I will be using neon pink. And here it's the purple potion from the Halloween. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll also have my Instagram name in the description box below in case you wanted to check that out. So to start, you're just going to place your first band, your border band, across these 2 pins here. And then take another band and go up into the outside. My cat just fell on the floor, or he didn't fall on the floor, he jumped to the floor. Anyway, and then you're going to go up to the outside again, and you're going to go straight all the way down your loom until you reach these 2 pegs here, so the second to last peg on both sides. And also make sure that you're pushing your bands down as you go down the loom so you have room to loop and to place more bands. This one that I'm making here is going to be super short, so I might just make it into a keychain or something because I don't even know if it's going to go far enough across my wrist. Because this bracelet really does condense because the bands, they stretch kind of far, and so they kind of pull it together. So anyway, once you've reached the second to last pins, make sure that all your bands are pushed down. I'm going to go ahead and have that done, and then now you're going to take one last band on each side and pull it into the center like this. And you're going to leave these last 2 pegs open because we have other bands to place. So come back to the beginning of your loom, and what we're now going to do is be placing our next layer. I'm using some mother of pearl, again in here, it's this neon blue here, and then the dark green in here. So you're going to be laying triangles. So starting from this pin, going to go to the inside, and then back out. And then on this side I like to start on the center and just pull it around the outside. So you will have kind of like a bow tie here. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other side as well. Or I guess to both sides, sorry. You're going to do triangles all the way up your loom on both sides. And try to make sure that they're not twisted before you start the looping process. And also during the looping process, try not to twist them too much because it's not very easy to untwist, so to say, I guess. I don't even know. It's just not very easy to untwist, and it looks really nice when it's not twisted. So I'm going to continue doing the right side of my loom, which I'm almost finished with, then I'll finish the left side, and then show you the next bands to place. And then my last band will be placed here. And once you finish that, go ahead and come back to the beginning of your loom. We're going to place our last layer of bands, and that's going to be this ocean blue jelly here. Again, I'm using neon pink. So you're going to go ahead and pick a side to start on. Whichever side you start on, make sure that you know and keep that consistent all the way down until you reach the end of your loom. So I'm starting on the left side, and what you're going to do is take your neon pink band and put it there. And we're going to do X's, but instead of just pulling it here like a regular X, you're going to pull it all the way up to here. So that's what it should look like. Go ahead and push your bands down, or that band down. Then from the right side, put it on the pin, and again stretch it up to here. And make sure that it does go in between those pins. And then what you're going to go ahead and do is go up one peg to here. Again, I'm starting on the left side, and you're going to stretch it up to there. And then you're going to take this one and stretch it up to there. So you should now have this. And you're going to do this all the way down your loom. Just remember, you're stretching each band one pin longer for a regular X, and then you're just moving up one pin. This bracelet isn't very band heavy, but the bands do get stretched and stressed out a lot. So for the center part, at the very least, you should use kind of the best quality bands you can, because they're not super easy to replace, I guess, and they're also, I guess, really they have a lot of tension on them. Oh my gosh, I'm getting everything mixed up today. So anyway, once you reach here and you have placed your last two bands up to here, we're not going to go up one peg and then place another long one, because we have already reached the end here, and we're not going to place a regular X just because. And anyway, what we're going to do is we're now going to take this cap band down here. I don't even know why I picked that up. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn my loom around, make sure that the ears are pointing towards me so that I can start looping. Then I'm going to grab my cap band, which is going to be my border color, and I'm going to place it across these bottom two pegs, just like that. And so now once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and start looping. So I'm super excited to start looping. So what you're going to do is you're going to go underneath the cap band, and you're going to grab whichever band is on the bottom. So this band here is on top, and then this band here is on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my left band, which is on the bottom, and don't pull it all the way up to itself. Instead, just pull it to here. So it's still going in an X shape, you're just not bringing it all the way up. You're looming it like a regular X. So again, go inside of here, grab your other band. Don't loop it up to itself, instead loop it just one pin below. So that's what it's going to look like. And now we're going to go ahead and continue doing this. So go inside of here, grab that neon pink band, and it is only going to pull that one band which just popped off. But you're going to just go ahead and pull it over to this pin, and I'm going to replace this. That's what it should look like. So then again, grab your bottom band and pull it over to this pin. So this would be to itself, and you're just pulling it one below, just like a regular X. So pull this one over here, this one over here, again this over here, and this one over here, just like that. So you're going to repeat this all the way down the loom. Again, if you do need instructions, you can rewind the video. I know a lot of people say that in their videos, and I know I don't say it very often, but you can always pause, you can always rewind and replay instructions. Take as long as you need, because I want to make sure that you loop this right. And also make sure that you're not grabbing that triangle band, you're just grabbing the X band. And also be very aware, if you do lose a band or it falls off of your hook, it's going to be difficult to put back. I experienced that the extremely hard way while making another bracelet, or this bracelet, I mean. So anyway, once you finish that, you're going to have these bands right here, and they're going to be just like that. I don't know why this one is 2 bands, it should be here. Okay, so make sure that there's only 1 band on these 2 pegs, and then there's going to be 2 loops on all the rest of these, except for these bottom 2. So you can push them down if you like, it's not necessary. But now we're going to start the next looping process, which is going to be these triangle bands. So you're going to go inside of here, and you're going to grab that triangle band, and you're going to pull it, I guess, up to itself, and then down to itself. So one of the triangle's points is in the center. You're going to go inside of there, grab the band, and pull it to its bottom point and its up point, or corner. And again, sorry I nudged my camera, here. And then for this, you're only grabbing 1 band here, and same on the right side. I'm going to pull that. And if it gets twisted, don't worry about it, it'll unravel itself. It did for me anyway. So go ahead and just pull these triangle bands up to themselves, and just pull them around the 2 pins that the other corners are on. And just like before, continue this all the way down until you reach the end of your loom. Then I'll show you what comes next. Make sure that your band is all the way on the pin too. Alright, and once you finish that, you will want to push down your mother of pearl bands. I definitely am going to, so that I don't miss loop or end up losing my border bands. So now what we're going to do is be looping our border bands, and you're going to just go underneath of the cap band and grab the remaining band in there, pull it out to itself, the remaining band in here, pull this out to itself, and then go inside and push back those triangle bands, and the teal bands go to the very bottom. Just pull that border band straight up. Again, push back all those bands, grab that very bottom one, and pull it straight up. And I like to take the cap band off because it will take some of the stress off of it. And then you're just going to simply loop your single chain up until you reach the end of your loom. And then I'll show you how to, I guess, better take it off so that your bands don't break or get so stretched out. And then once you get to the top, you're just going to pull this one up into the center here. And I'm going to go ahead and continue this on the right side. And then again, pulling that one up into the center. And what I like to do in order to, I guess, relieve the stress on my bands, I just take off these triangle bands on the bottom, and then I take off this first X band. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these off, because I feel like the triangle bands have a ton of stress on them, and I don't want to yank them too hard. Take that off, and then I'm going to come back and do the other side as well. And then once you do that, it should be easy enough to just go ahead and grab this teal band, and then grab the other end of it, put both ends on your hook, go ahead and wiggle that first one off, and then these X bands should come off really, really easy. So, as you can see, this is a super small portion, so I will make it a keychain, but this is what it looks like. So this is 1 loom, 2 looms, and 3 looms. But I really like how it looks, so it doesn't matter that it's too small. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will have my Instagram name in the description box below if you would like to check that out. And I will always post my new original designs before I post them on YouTube, just to make sure that nobody's created them before. And I post a lot of other fun stuff too, so if you want, make sure to check it out. That doesn't make sense, but anyway, I hope to see you next time.